Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today I wanted to talk about fractional silver. What are some of the pros and cons, and what are some of my favourites when it comes to fractional silver, and where do I think the future will hold when it comes to the silver and the fractional silver point of view. It's something that's been around for a long time, but I see a lot more of silver coming out lately that is in fractional sizes. So to give you an example, we've seen the Lunar series come out with a 1/4 ounce. This year we've got a 1/2 ounce, and we've also seen these now Britannias coming out at a 1/10, which is something unique that I've never seen before. So definitely I think there is more and more fractional silver getting made as silver slowly goes up in price, and people are looking for that fractional silver for barter, and it's also, when it comes to these kind of bullion Lunar series ones, it's also a bit cost effective compared to buying an ounce of the proof finished version. So I thought I'd first go through some of my collection. I don't have much. I normally get an ounce plus, but I have got some, and especially in the last couple of months I've been buying a little bit more because there is a couple of cool little unique pieces out there that I think that can almost be collectible items in some regards. So I'll start off with this one. That's definitely pretty cool. This is one of the first square coins in Australia. This is the Australian Kookaburra from 2002. Really cool proof coin. Absolutely looks stunning, and as you can see there, it's a 50-cent coin. It looks really unique. So as you can see, it's a 1/2 ounce, and 75,000 of these were made. So like I said, it's the first square ever legal tender coin ever produced in Australia, and you can see there how it just works with the image. It looks pretty cool. So these are roughly going for around $40 at the moment, so roughly double what the silver value is worth. So I think it's pretty reasonable. So yeah, roughly $20 worth of silver at the moment. So that's pretty cool. But I think this is a really unique and classic one to have. The next one is an old one that I got. Was this 2006 Year of the Dog, 1/2 ounce silver. I bought it because I thought it was pretty cool at the time, and I think back then I wasn't really into the ounce, 1/2 ounce. Wasn't aware of the sizes and how important they were compared to what I really am now. So I thought 1/2 ounce was pretty cool, and they were quite limited. I think there was 29,000 of these made. So, and you can roughly get this now for $119. So when you're talking around $20 worth of silver, you're putting in roughly $100 extra on the value because of the collectability of it. So I think that's pretty cool to have this. So this is another one from the Perth Mint. Predominantly a lot of these are from the Perth Mint because they're definitely pretty cool. Then we go into some of the 2024 coins that I've got so far. So as we've got the Year of the Dragon that I got for my little one. So this one again was made out of the Perth Mint, but because the design was never approved by the Australian government, they've put it under Tuvalu, the nation there. So correct me if I pronounced that one wrong. But another 1/2 ounce proof, and roughly $85 currently looking for this one. I think they're not selling crazy speed, but they're pretty cool. Only 7,500 made, so pretty limited numbers. And one that was definitely really cool this year was this 1/4 ounce. So something that we hadn't seen many of before is a 1/4 ounce of these kind of coloured coins. So this one I think is extra special because it was also released on the 10th of February, which was the Lunar New Year Day. So that makes it pretty cool for the Melbourne show. So special made, and as you can see there, issued limit of 2024. So only potentially 2024 of these were made. We're not sure what the final number is going to be, but I think that's going to be pretty cool on this card. And the design comes up pretty good compared to the big ones. It actually comes out really nice. So I like this kind of orange dragon. Really pops. So I'd be interested to know what the current value of these is, but the cost on the day was $35, which I think was a very reasonable value for the coin. The next one was your standard lunar. So this is a half ounce lunar. So you got these in all different sizes, from half ounce, ounce, 2 ounce, 5 ounce, and kilo, all with the exactly same design. So it'll be interesting to see what the final number of this one will be. So this is another 50-cent coin. Really interested to see if this is going to be one of the key collectible ones. But it looks pretty cool. So you can see they're almost like the same size as a 50-cent coin. But they are a denomination of 50 cents on these ones. The next one that came out that I've never seen before is your standard Britannia, but in a 1/10. So normally you can get them in gold and platinum, but to get it in silver I thought was pretty unique. So I definitely wanted to get this one because I thought that's definitely something unique, because I'm going to get the platinum and the gold in a 1/10, and to have the silver as like a trio of different metals with the same design I thought was pretty cool. So as you can see there, 2024 with the king on the obverse. Obviously you're paying a bit for it, so it's around $12.50 is what I paid for it each, for $4 roughly of silver. So definitely overpaying from a silver content, but from a collectability and just something unique, I think it's pretty cool to have a Britannia this size compared to your standard 1 ounce. So I ended up getting 2 of those. Next we got a Scottsdale Mint bar. So this is a 5 gram little bar, so a tiny little kind of bar there on the Scottsdale Mint. Really looks pretty cool. It comes up pretty nice, and it's already starting to have a little bit of toning in that one. And then this one was something that was pretty unique as well. So this is a 101 gram bar, so roughly just over $122 worth of silver with current price, but this cost me just over $400 to buy it. So obviously there's a lot of premium in that, almost 4 times the amount of silver to the premium. So you know, if you ever took this to a bullion dealer just to get the money for it, you're going to lose out quite a lot. But I thought it's definitely something that may potentially quite collectible, and just something quite different to get 101 ounce silver bars from the Scottsdale Mint. I know they did sell pretty heavily as well, so I'm not sure if they ended up getting sold out. But a lot of people will definitely be very interested in having these, so they might become potentially quite collectible. Definitely very unique. Certainly won't be buying anything like this again. This was just definitely a once-off to have something unique as part of my silver stack instead of always having big bars and big coins. I wanted to get something a bit different and unique. So what are my thoughts around fractional silver? I think, you know, when it comes to potential bartering, like is the whole point of these couple ones, I think it's definitely something there. I think this is what the whole point of these Britannias being a bit smaller, so you've got that fractional kind of silver to barter with. But is that something that's realistically going to happen in our lifetime? Who knows? As a point of a collectible point of view, you can see that you definitely, often some of these ones are quite limited, especially like this one here, with only 2,000 of these minted. So sometimes they can become quite collectible from the rarity point of view. I also have this pretty unique one. This is a tiny little $2 coin, pure silver from the Royal Australia Mint. This is a coloured $2 coin. This is been graded at a 70, which is a really good score, and these are worth a lot of money. So I think at time it cost me just around $100, or I think it was actually $80 to buy it, so quite a lot for a little bit of silver. But you're looking at around $1,500 to $2,000 for this coin now. So for a bit of fractional silver, because it is quite unique, there's not been many $2 coloured coins. Well, this is the only $2 coloured coin that's ever been produced that is like this. So people are really looking to collect this one and have this as part of their collection. And definitely to have a 70 is also makes it extremely collectible. So I think it's more because it's the coloured $2 coin, which is a very big craze. To add a bit of silver on top of that makes it quite unique. So that's kind of a special one as part of my collection. It's probably one of my favourite coins that I own, just because of the uniqueness of it. So definitely, I think from a con point of view, definitely the cost that you put into these, especially more of these kind of straight bullion coins, when you go to sell it to a bullion dealer, you're only going to get probably just above spot. You're never really going to get that really good premium that you pay initially. So you're not wanting to sell it back to a bullion dealer. You're more wanting to sell it to maybe a coin shop or online or something like that, where you're probably going to retain and add a bit of premium potentially. But definitely those kind of fractional silver, you're definitely probably going to lose out when you go to a bullion dealer. So I think this is definitely something that is growing. Like I said, I've never seen any Britannias. So it is a slowly growing industry as silver slowly goes. So it's up to around $38 Australian at the moment, and hopefully it does keep going up a little bit more. So you probably will see a little bit more fractional. I think people are looking at from a collecting point of view. So there's some pretty cool, unique collecting items out there that people like to have as part of their collection, and more from a cost point of view. Not everyone's got enough money to buy an ounce of silver all the time. So some people might want to look to getting a bit smaller, unique pieces of silver to add as part of their collection. So please let me know what you think. I'd love to hear some feedback and other fractional silver that people like and have got as part of their collection that they think is really unique and something that's going to become quite collectible. Please don't forget to click that subscribe for more videos on coin collecting. Thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.